welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are all doing amazing and great and fantastic and all the positive words I can actually say to you guys. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. You can also add me on Instagram and also Snapchat if you wish. Right guys, so today's video, as you guys can see from the title, is actually about how I changed my mindset into actually becoming more fit and more healthy, and just sticking to a workout plan that I'm actually doing currently. I will be talking about the workout plan a little bit down to the end of the video, but from now I'm going to start talking about why I came to this point and basically my journey till today. As you guys can see, I am sitting on the floor. I don't know, I just wanted a bit of like a comfy little sit down chat. I think yeah, I don't know, I really like my floor as well as grey, so that's probably why I'm sitting on it. But anyways, let's go straight into the video. So guys, the real reason why I've come to this conclusion, and the real reason basically that my journey has been stumbly, is as a lot of you may know me from Instagram or may know me from Snapchat, knows that I've actually always kind of try to stick to the gym, going to the gym and working out. But guys, 2 years ago, I was working really far from where I'm living right now.
It was an hour journey every single day to go and come back, guys. So 2 hours in total
to go and to come back, and I used to start at 7:30 in the morning, so I had to leave the house around 5:30 to be able to get to work on time. So I was going all the way from High Street Kensington all the way to East Dulwich every single day, guys. Go and come back. To go wasn't even too bad, but to come back, it was mad traffic. So at that time, I always had this sort of mind that, oh, I'm too busy, I don't have the time, I don't have the energy. I had just moved from my parents' house as well, so that was quite of a big step for me as well. So mentally, that kind of like had a big impact in everything as well. So, but we can leave that, talk about that more to another video. Maybe I can do a video about my tips when moving out. That actually might be a very good video. But let's get to exactly how I came to the conclusion that I do need to get fit and I do need to take care of myself. So as I was saying, thank God I actually changed job after a year of doing all that travel. I changed job, I put my mind into it, and I changed job really close to home. So it takes me about let's say 10 to 15 minutes to get home, to get to work driving, guys. I do drive, I don't take the bus. The reason why is because I've got the residence parking, so I might as well make use of it. But I have come to the conclusion, once all this lockdown is over and we all go back to work and go back to kind of a normal life, I don't ever think everything will go back to normal, but I am going to start going walking to work and coming from work walking, because I feel like that's another good way of getting exercise. So why not do it? So let's go straight into what happened after I started that new job. So I started that new job. I didn't realize how tiring it was going to be. I accepted obviously to work 11-hour shifts, which means that roughly I was doing 3 to 4 days a week of work, but 11-hour shifts. Sometimes I'm off for 2 days, 3 days, which kind of in my head thought that's going to be amazing because I'm going to be able to go to the gym on my days off. However, guys, those days that I worked were so tiring and so long that the days that I was off, I did not want to do any exercise. I'm not even kidding, because I also had stuff to do at home. Like in those space of days that I was off, I had to make sure the house was clean, I had to make sure everything was prepared for the next week, and I had to make sure I done shopping and all the other stuff. So living independently is not as easy as anyone thinks, and that does bring a big impact in your life. So that bring a big, huge impact in mine. And then I did have a gym membership and I did try to go, guys, but again, as I was saying, it wasn't a consistent thing. I wasn't doing it all the time. So to be fair, results were not happening. And to be fair, the biggest part that I actually wasn't doing and I should have stuck to was the diet, guys. A good diet. I'm not saying diet, a crazy diet of like hardly eating and starving yourself. That's not the diet I'm talking about, guys. I'm talking about a diet of eating properly, eating healthy, and eating what your body needs, not what you want, what your body needs. So and after that, when I started to realize that I wasn't using my gym membership, I just slowly just stopped doing anything to do with fitness. I was just like, whatever happens. And my mind was just not there anymore. I didn't even think about going gym. There was a time actually where we, it was the time, was it? I don't know if whoever follows me on Instagram and Snapchat will know that we was not in this house for 6 months. So we came from holidays last year in August, and in September we had to move from this house because there was a problem with the floor. That's why it's actually a different color and it's changed. Before it used to be oak and now it's grey. And we had to so we were living in a hotel for about a month, and then we were living with my in-laws for the rest of the month. So we was actually out of this house for 6 months. So we only moved in January, guys. So again, that was another big impact. Crazy, like I can't even explain how mad it was having to come here and not being able to get what you need and what you want. I was repeating, like wearing the same thing consistently, and it was just crazy, guys. So that was another thing that kind of interrupted. Obviously I was in my in-laws and I felt really bad most of the time to say like, I want to cook my own thing, because, you know, I've come from work. My mother-in-law is so sweet. She used to cook for us all the time. So it was really hard to tell her no, and it was really hard to be like, no, I'll cook my own. Like I didn't want to, you know, make them feel bad in any sort of way. So I kind of tried to not eat that bad, but it didn't really work, guys. As we all know, Portuguese and Spanish families, they cook amazing food, amazing sauces. Everything about the food is freaking amazing, guys. I'm not even joking. But yeah, so that did not work for me. And then when we moved back, me and Even did decide to start actually focusing on that and making sure that we did eat healthy. So this was in January. February, I don't really know what happened. I feel like January to March, from all this pandemic started, it just flew. I remember that we did go on holidays actually 2 or 3 weeks before we went on a lockdown to Barcelona, before this all started going very crazy. We did go on a holiday, and to be fair, when I was on the holidays, guys, that's when I kind of realized that I wasn't happy with the way I looked. And not that I was at a point that I was really down or low, not that, but I just wasn't happy. I just didn't feel healthy. Like we was walking a lot during that holiday, and I just realized that my capacity of fitness shouldn't be like that at the age of 24. So I was like, I really need to change this. I didn't really tell anyone, but it was in my mind consistently. So when we got back, my dad got really sick, and my dad actually went into hospital, and that was crazy, guys. I would not wish what me and my family went through during the pandemic to anybody. Like I wouldn't wish that on nobody anywhere. I can't even imagine like what people actually go through when they find out a relative has COVID-19. I can't even imagine. So let's not go into that, because let's keep this video positive. So let's just go to what basically happened during those weeks. It was really crazy. I was at my mum's for about nearly a good 2 weeks because of like helping my mum out, and obviously because I drive, in case anything happened to my dad, we could quickly go there and stuff like that. So that's what I was spending most time at, was at my mum's. I actually hadn't seen Ivan in a time around for a week, because it was just so manic and so crazy. And yeah, he had to work. I wasn't working, I took holidays, but yeah. So then this crazy pandemic happened, and
The UK went on lockdown.
So once the UK went on lockdown, I was, you know, seeing so many stuff on Instagram and Snapchat of people putting up like these goals and stuff that they want to achieve now that they've gone on lockdown. And you know what? I stopped and I thought, the one thing I always complained about that I didn't have to stick to fitness and health and to be healthy was time. I've got the time now. So this is the time for me to knuckle up and do what I've got to do. That's what was always in my head. And I always followed, I don't know if you guys know, but I always followed whoever watched Love Island, Alexandra from Love Island. She was on Love Island when, I completely forgot her second name, but she was on Love Island with Dr. Alex. So yeah, they coupled up for a weeks, days, whatever. So she was on that Love Island, and I actually followed her for a very long time, and I was actually seeing her progress of her fitness as well. And she actually has this program which is called the Happy Body Plan, and I've always looked at it, and I always looked at the reviews of it, but I've never been that sort of person that really trusted things like that through the internet. I always thought that, I don't know, it wasn't really trustworthy or whatever. So I decided to be like, no, let me go and talk to one of these girls that actually have a transformation picture and videos, and check their profile. So I actually spoke to a girl that really helped me. She was telling me how good this plan was. She was telling me tips that I could use. And that's when I decided to be like, do you know what? I'm going to cancel my gym membership and I'm going to stick to a plan, because I had never done a plan before. And I just thought, why not stick to it? Because at the gym, regardless of what people say, it is good to go to it. But if you don't have a plan in your head of what you're going to do at the gym, I just felt like I was always doing the wrong stuff. Like, I never thought that when I was at the gym, oh, I'm doing the right thing. I always thought like I'd done too much or too little, or it just wasn't working. I wasn't seeing achievements. So to be fair, even though I do say, guys, it's because I was not consistent as well. But sometimes the gym is just not for certain people, and it's definitely not for me. I don't know why. It just doesn't motivate me. When I'm in there, it's just, I can't explain it. It's just not a motivation point for me. But with this plan that I'm doing now, I've realized that I have stuck to it, guys. I'm going to start my 5th week today. I'm actually filming this on a Tuesday. It's going to be up on Wednesday, but every Wednesday, that's when my new week starts. So I actually going to start my week 5 today, guys, and I'm super excited about it. I've never been so excited to exercise every day like I am now. But I wrote some notes down so I just didn't forget anything. I don't want to forget anything, or I don't want to give you guys like false information or anything like that, because I feel like this is a very important subject to talk about. So let's go to basically my fitness before. My fitness before was 0 to nothing. I think the only time that I was really physical was when I was doing dance in GCSE and drama. I was consistently doing a lot of dancing and a lot of movement. That was probably where I was the top of my probably fitness. So it was in secondary school. After that, I never really sticked to nothing. As I said, gym was just not my motivation. I would not stick to it whatsoever. So that was a hell of a no-no. Obviously, also, I always made excuses. I don't know why, but I always made excuses to not exercise. Also gonna say, guys, that I never ever remember myself ever being very slim, to be fair. I've always been quite curvy. I've always had, you know, a little, like, I don't know, I've always had a chubby belly. I've never been super slim, let's say it that way. I've never ever been like that. Maybe it might be genetic, I don't know, but I've never had that sort of body, so I didn't really know how to get to that point or what I had to follow. I actually always thought I needed a personal trainer. I was always telling Evan, like, we need to get a personal trainer. Without a personal trainer, we're not going to get anywhere. And then this plan came sent from heaven, and it's literally changed me a lot. So as I said, I've been doing this for 4 weeks now, starting my 5th week. Guys, when I first started this plan, it was really hard for me to stick to not eating any junk food. I think the first week was okay. It's starting to get to the 2nd and 3rd week was really hard. The cravings did start coming, and it was really tricky to say no to them. I am not gonna lie, but I did it. I accomplished it. I'm so happy with myself mentally. I don't know how I got so mentally strong. Maybe every day when I wake up and I feel like I don't want to do this, I swear, guys, the only thing I keep thinking about is it's for your health, it's for you, and you're getting married next year. That's actually another thing that I wanted to say to you guys. Make sure your goal is to reach something and somewhere. You keep that in your mind. So whether it's to look good for summer, to look good in your dress for your birthday, if it's to, you know, get back at one of your exes, we all can relate. Guys, whatever your goal is, keep that in your head every day when you wake up in the morning. That's what I do. And while I'm doing the exercise, I actually always keep repeating to myself, when I kind of want to give up, I kind of repeat to myself, you've done this till now, you can do it. It just only gets better. When I first started, guys, my fitness, So these exercises that we do are HIIT exercises, and they're HIIT exercises for 10 minutes, guys, for 10 minutes. When I first saw that, I was like, that is not gonna work. 10 minutes. That's not gonna work for me. Guys, I'm telling you, after 10 minutes, I am exhausted. Like, I am sweating in places that I didn't even know I could sweat. Like, I'm not even joking. It is absolutely insane. I actually used to do as well a few years back. I used to do Insanity. I don't know if anyone's heard of that. I used to do it, but I had to actually stop because it was affecting my back. I do suffer with like very painful lower back. The doctors don't really know what it is. I don't really know what it is, but yeah, I suffer a lot. It was starting to become very painful, so I did actually stop doing the Insanity. It was for 45 minutes. Maybe that's why it was a bit for too long. This one's 10 minutes, and until now, I haven't had any problem, guys. So fingers crossed it stays like that and I don't need to stop, because it's actually really, really working for me. So also, I have been taking pictures of how I was before, and I will be taking one last picture of how I am after. I don't want to put the pictures up now, so I want to show you guys the whole process. So this will be a video that I will keep updating. So it is for 90 days. This plan is 90 days. So it's basically 12 weeks. So it's basically 3 months. So every month I'm going to be posting up my progress and where I am and where I'm going. So there will be 3 videos about this, and maybe I might do like a long conclusion one after some time. Does not mean that this plan is for everybody. Everyone's really different, guys. So I'm just giving you my suggestion. If you have gone through something like me, if gym isn't for you, if you have to consistently have someone on the screen or someone motivating you, this is a good plan, because it actually motivates me a lot when they're speaking, and they actually have motivational videos that actually they put that you can see them. In my diet, guys, I haven't really changed much. The only thing is I don't have any junky foods, so I'm not binge eating, so I'm having no crisps, I'm having no chocolates, all those stuff. I do have it now and again. Like, I think the last time I actually had a chocolate, guys, was in Easter. Me and even shared, I don't know if you guys saw, people that have me on Instagram and Snapchat, I had these 2 little bunnies. Me and even had that. And yeah, I'm not saying you can't completely eat what you want. If you want an ice cream and you feel like an ice cream, have it. Don't stop yourself from not having nothing, because I don't think mentally that's good, because I think you'll give up quicker, if that makes any sense. However, just try and stick to healthy options as much as you can. Like, me and Even really wanted an ice cream, so we were searching everywhere where to find a healthy ice cream, and we actually found one. I don't really know the name, but maybe I can do a video of like different tips and different snacks that you guys can have that are actually a better option. And in this workout, guys, I forgot to mention, you actually do a calorie count. So with this plan, you actually can have 1,200 calories or 1,400 calories max. So that's what you can have in a day. However, obviously when you exercise, you do kind of lose calories, but I don't look at the ones I've lost. I stick to the 1,200 or 1,400. So mainly it's 1,000 with all your foods. So that is breakfast, lunch and dinner. And then the other 200 calories comes in with your snacks. So that's what I've been sticking to, guys, and it has absolutely worked for me. As I was saying, with my food, I haven't really changed much. The main thing I've actually changed is I don't have much pasta, I don't have much rice. I try and get my carbs in a different sort of way. I do have a lot of vegetables. Every single food we have is vegetables. Another thing that me and Even stuck to, and it's working really well with us, is we do have basically a cheat day every week, but it's not a cheat day where we order something. So it's basically a cheat day where we actually cook something we really want, and we don't really look much at the calories. Obviously still having it in the back of our heads, but we don't really measure or do stuff like that. So for example, for Easter on a Sunday, we had a lasagna. Me and him were really feeling it, so we had a lasagna. And I think last week or 2 weeks ago we had a carbonara, because he really loves it. So we kind of try and do that. Instead of ordering food, we kind of try and make it at home, so that it does kind of have less calories and it's a bit healthier. So that's what we have been sticking to. So maybe that's another thing that you guys could actually put in your minds that might actually work for you guys. Another tip that I have as well, guys, is your mindset. If your mindset is not there to lose weight, I don't think you would actually follow it. First things first, you have to get your mind prepared that this is going to be hard. It's not easy. It's not like you change one day to another. 90 days is a lot of days. So yeah, it doesn't just happen from one day to another. And that's another thing I had to learn, because when I was at the gym, I was consistently weighing myself, wanting to see that I've lost weight, and it just wasn't happening. So what I try and do now, and something I've learned by seeing a lot of videos, by seeing a lot of different people blogging about weight loss, is I have to stop weighing myself and stop looking at the scale to actually know how much weight I've lost. So what I've been actually doing, guys, is actually measuring myself every single week. And I tell you guys that is how you actually see you're losing fat. No joke. Let's not forget that muscle weighs more than fat. So you can weigh yourself today and be a weight, and after 2 weeks weigh yourself and be bigger, because you've actually built muscle, and that's why you weigh more. So I wouldn't suggest you to weigh yourself consistently. I don't really think it's a good thing. I try to do it once a week, but it's something that doesn't put me down, because in measurements I'm actually seeing a massive improvement. So yeah. Also, quickly talk about the plan before I forget, and before I go to my actual results and how much I've lost in measurements. I just want to tell you guys that this plan is actually, because it's a 12-week plan, you can actually purchase it as a whole, or you can purchase it as basically every month you pay. I'm paying every month for 3 months £20, so you don't have to do the whole month if you feel like, oh my gosh, it might not work for me or whatever. Maybe just pay for the first month, see how you go, and then you can pay for the rest if that's how you prefer it. That's how I'm doing it because of my previous experiences. I didn't want this to be another basically waste of money, but I'm telling you guys right now, from my experience, it has been the best decision I've done so far. So yeah. Another thing, this workout plan has a workout you have to do for a full week. So it has 12 weeks of workout. So workout 1, you have to do it every single day for 7 days. Workout 2, you have to do it every single day for that week, and it goes on until you reach the 12 weeks. So it's the same workout for 7 days that week, and I have been doing it every single day so far, guys. I have not missed one day, and there's days that I actually do 2 workouts instead of 1. So maybe in week 2 I will do workout 2 and I'll do workout 1 at the same time. So instead of having 10 minutes workout, I have 20 minutes workout. So yeah, that's another tip. You don't have to do it though, guys. You can only do the 10 minutes a day, and it does really work, I'm telling you. So let's go to my measurements. So I've written them down because I don't remember them from the top of my head, clearly, because it's quite hard. So how me and Even have been measuring ourselves. Actually, let me change the camera around and I can actually show you guys where I've been measuring. Hey guys, so I've changed the camera now to show you guys roughly how me and Even measure ourselves. So let me quickly get the booklet. So me and Even measure our biceps. So it's just literally here. We turn our arm up and we measure. He actually got this way of measuring from a nutritionist that he saw in Spain about a year ago. So this is how we measure ourselves based on that nutritionist. So we measure both our arms. So in my arms, guys, in my left bicep, I used to be 32 centimeters. I am currently now on 30 centimeters, which is really good. However, about a week ago, I was on 29 centimeters and it kind of went back up to 30, but I'm not really worried about that because, as I said, it can be muscle or it can't, and maybe I will lose it dramatically, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm currently now on 30 centimeters, and on my right bicep I used to be on 32 and I'm currently on 31. Again, last week it was on 29 centimeters and it went back up, so I'm not going to really worry about that. But as you guys can see, it has been improving and I'm really happy with the results. Right, on our chest, we actually measure ourselves here. On our chest, I used to be 98 centimeters on it, and I'm actually currently now on 96 centimeters. So I have lost 2 centimeters. However, on my tummy is right here. This is where we measure our tummy. I was 81 89 centimeters. Sorry guys, I'm not reading this properly. 89 centimeters, and I'm currently now on 82 centimeters, guys. Like, I am so happy with those results. I actually lost 8 centimeters there in the space of 4 weeks, which is really, really amazing. I can even tell, like, have you seen how baggy this top actually is? It's huge on me, and there's so many other tops that are huge on me, which I'm kind of scared, because that means I'm gonna have to get kind of a new wardrobe. But for now, let's just stick it to how it is. On my waist, which is here, so this is where we kind of measure our waist, just here, I used to be 102 centimeters, guys, and I am now on 90 centimeters. Guys, I can't even begin to explain to you guys how excited those numbers make me feel. I lost 11 centimeters. 11 centimeters on my waist. That is absolutely amazing. I'm so proud of myself. And yeah, it's just to show you guys that this plan actually really works. No joke. So the remaining one is our quads, and we've done it on our left quad and right quad. And on my left quad, I started at 60 centimeters, and I'm currently now on 51 centimeter, which that means I've lost 9 centimeters, which is really good as well. And on my right quad, I used to be 59 centimeters, and I'm currently on 53. So as you guys can see, all the centimeters no matter on your arms and your legs, even though we always think, oh, they're basically the same. They're not. Our arms and our legs can measure differently, and as you guys can see on my results, I'm going to show you guys as well. This is the measuring tape that we actually measure with. It's got on one side, it's got the centimeters, and another side it's got inches, so you guys can measure yourselves how you want. We prefer centimeters. I don't know, I measure ourselves once a week, guys. We don't measure ourselves like twice a week or something. We measure ourselves once a week, and we are more dedicated in looking to the beginner result and the 90-day result, instead of just looking at, you know, all the ones in betweens, because as I can say, that can actually vary and it can go up and down. But as long as we see a difference from the first to the end, I think that's the most important. You really see that gym's not working for you and working on your own workouts, it's not working for you, please get this program, guys. It really does help you. It helped me, so I hope it can help other people. As I said though, we are all very different, and it does not mean that because it's worked for me, it will work for you. But if you've had the same problems as me, maybe this actually might be your chance to get a better mindset to do with fitness and health. So guys, that is it for today. I really hope, as I said, I will be posting updates on this video, so it's not going to be the only video you're going to see. If there is any questions you guys have that I might have not covered, please don't think twice, and please DM me on Instagram or send me a message on Snapchat, or actually leave a comment, and I will definitely reply to you guys to answer your lots of questions. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it's helped somebody, you know, achieve their goals or get to where they want to get. And yeah, if you want, let's embark on this journey together of fitness. I do not mind. And also, guys, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I keep forgetting to say all of them at the same time, but please leave your comments, guys. Maybe leave your comments of other plans that are out there that are really good, and maybe I want to have a look at after I finish this 90-day, because plans really do work for me. So I'd rather spend money on something that actually works for me than spending it on the gym, as we all can relate, and only go like twice a year. So yeah, I hope you guys all really enjoyed it, and I really hope I see you guys in my next video, which will be coming out this Sunday, guys. And I really have some really good ideas for the next video, so I really hope you come and watch. I'm super excited to film the next one. And yeah, thank you very much for everything, and I see you guys in my next video. Bye.